Welcome to Midweek Ramblings, a show in which I talk about things that are relevant this week and give my opinion on them. In this episode, we're going to talk about the new Dunkirk trailer, the new Spider-Man Homecoming trailer, as well as some sad news for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia fans. Dunkirk is Christopher Nolan's new movie that takes place during World War II, in which soldiers from Britain, Belgium, Canada, and France are surrounded by the German army on the beaches of Dunkirk and are evacuated through Operation Dynamo, which was a desperate attempt to get these soldiers home. The trailer itself focuses more on the actions of the characters rather than the dialogue itself. This is a trailer with not a lot of talking in it and a lot of really suspenseful music and moments. You can really feel the tension that the soldiers were probably going through in this movie. And I think that if anyone does suspense right, it's Christopher Nolan. I'm a big fan of Christopher Nolan. I really liked the Dark Knight trilogy. I think it's some of the best comic book movies we'll ever see. I really enjoyed Interstellar despite all the whole, love beats science bullshit. And I think that Memento was a great movie, and Inception was also fantastic and very thought-provoking. So I have 100% confidence in Christopher Nolan to make a historical, suspenseful thriller film in Dunkirk. Once again, him and Hans Zimmer are teaming up, and I think that from this trailer alone, we get a little bit of a sample of the soundtrack, and I think that this little sample size that we got is suspenseful and really tense and just fantastic. Just the ticking sound really adds on to it. This trailer definitely got me really hyped up for the movie, more than the first one did. I think that if they would release just this one and then the movie came out afterwards, that'd be fine, because this trailer alone does a really good job of capturing the tension and the suspense that we're most likely going to be feeling throughout the movie. So overall, I think Dunkirk is going to be great, and I'm really excited for it. The second movie trailer that I'm going to talk about this week is the brand new trailer for Spider-Man Homecoming, which is yet another reboot to the franchise. I know, but take some hope in that it doesn't show the entire origin story this time around, and Spider-Man's already established. He already has the kick-ass suit, the web slingers. He's just ready to fight crime. Because I think that Marvel already knows that we've seen this origin story countless times already. This franchise has been rebooted twice, and people were tired of it. So I'm really happy that they went in this direction. Now, for the trailer itself, I feel like it falls under the curse of Spider-Man movies that for whatever reason, the second trailer and trailers following afterwards show way too goddamn much of the movie. You see practically everything in this, and I don't think there's going to be any surprises left in the movie when you finally go see it. If you haven't seen this trailer already and you want everything to be kept a surprise, I would recommend to just watch the teaser and the first trailer that was released. That's it, because afterwards, you're going to have the whole thing spoiled for you. Now, if you don't want me ruining it for you, you can either click off this video or go ahead and skip to the It's Always Sunny story. In this trailer, you see him get the girl, you see him fight the villain, you see Iron Man, you see his consequences. I just think that it reveals way too goddamn much of the movie. I'm still going to see it regardless, and I'm sure that there's still some surprises in store for us. But overall, I feel like there's a lot of really good moments that were ruined because people saw this trailer. And, you can blame it on the fact just don't watch the trailer. But it's supposed to create hype and not ruin any special moments. But I do understand that, it's kind of viewer beware in terms of trailers. But I just personally feel like they ruined a lot of really good moments that could have been had they not shown it in the trailer. But overall, I'm still really excited for Spider-Man Homecoming because Spider-Man is one of my favorite superheroes, and I have no doubt that Marvel will handle this story and handle his introduction into the cinematic universe very well, and I'm very excited to see him, slowly become a part of the Avengers and the whole cinematic universe that Marvel's got going on. And finally, to wrap things up this week, we have a rather sad story in the fact that It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia Season 13 has been delayed a year, and it most likely won't be out until 2019. Now, this is all according to an interview with Caitlin Olsen, who plays Dee Reynolds on the show, saying that everyone has kind of their own stuff going on for them. Glenn Howerton, who plays Dennis, he's going to be in a new show with a bunch of comedians. Caitlin Olsen's got a new show on Fox. Rob, who plays Mac, is, I guess, working on pre-production for the Minecraft movie. And Charlie Day and Danny DeVito, they're big actors. They always got stuff going on for them. This makes me kind of sad as a huge fan of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I started watching back in 2007, and I fell in love with the show, with the gang, and it's easily become my favorite comedy show, like, of all time. So this makes me kind of sad, and if you haven't seen the end of season 12, then I don't recommend you continue watching because I'm going to kind of spoil it. Basically, Dennis gets a girl pregnant and he has to leave to go take care of his kid. It's actually like a really funny scene, and it's not nearly as sad as I'm making it out to be, but that kind of sparked rumors of the show coming to an end. And then, it came out that Glenn Howerton is working on another show, and if it gets picked up, then there's going to be a whole other set of complications with It's Always Sunny. Problem is that they're on a 2-year contract, meaning that they have to make 2 more seasons of the show for FXX. So I really hope that it's not one of those like The Office type situations where the last 2 seasons aren't that great, and the show ends on more of a sour note than it probably would have had it ended earlier. But I do have faith in the cast and crew of It's Always Sunny. I think that they know they have very loyal fans who will love them and follow them till the very end, like myself. And just whatever you do, just don't be upset, because these are actors that have been defined by this show, and I guess they're just trying to move on to other things because they've been working on the show for 12 years now, so it just makes sense. It really sucks. It's really unfortunate because I love this show and I would have loved to see the 13th season next year, but I'm a huge fan, and I'm pretty sure, like all huge fans, I'm just going to rewatch the show a bunch of times until season 13 comes out anyways. So what's another year, am I right? But hopefully, I just don't want this show to end in a bad way. I don't want it to be suddenly canceled midway through season 13 because all the writers left, and I don't want the show to just end like badly like Scrubs did or anything like that, because I think that this is a very legendary show, and to see it end in such an abrupt way would be really bad. But if I would want just one final like hurrah season, just like The Office had with season 9, where they just go batshit with it. They know it's gonna end after this season, so they do crazy stuff. I think that if they continue to make the 2 seasons that they're on contract for, that the show will kind of dip in quality because Glenn Howerton's not working on it, Caitlin Olsen's not working on it, Rob's not working on it, and I just personally feel that if that continues, it'll kind of go down the shitter because they know their style of humor like no one else does. So yeah, just really sad news, but I'm excited, and I'm big enough fans of all of them to be excited for whatever the hell they're working on next, because I know it's going to be awesome. But it's a sad story for those of us It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia fans. That's it for this week. Be sure to subscribe if you like what you see, and I'll see you guys next time.